The average leader spends their first 90 days proving they deserve the role. An exceptional one, though, will spend it listening, and you can tell the difference even 2 years later. So I'll share with you what I find the good ones actually do. The first thing they do is they interview their own organisation. They don't do a survey. It's 30 or 40 individual conversations, and they do the same three questions each time. What should we keep? What's broken? And what would you do first if you were me? So they also take notes by hand and then they read them all in one sitting at about week 6. So the themes that turn up in 11 separate conversations, they're your real agenda. And I'll tell you now, they're almost never the ones that were written in the role brief. So by week 6, you've got a bit of a roadmap, and that's better than any handover document that you could have ever been given. And you've got 40 people who genuinely will feel heard by the new boss. The second thing they do is they fix one visible thing early. So it's generally small, pretty unglamorous, and it's irritating to most people. So the meeting that shouldn't exist, the approval process that for some reason takes 11 days. So credibility comes from the evidence that you act, not from the size of your first initiative. So big strategy in month 2 is usually insecurity in a really nice suit. And telling people what you fixed and why in plain language. Quiet competence is a lovely virtue in month 12, but in month 2, nobody knows that you did anything unless you say so. And the third thing is they're explicit about their standards. So, not these whole values on a wall, it's actual operating rules, how you want bad news delivered, how quickly, and what happens when someone brings you a problem early, because that's the one that tells people whether it's safe. Nobody can meet a standard they have to guess at, and the guessing period is where good teams lose months. So put it in writing. Whatever you tolerate in those first 3 months becomes the standard. So no matter what you announced at the start, people believe behaviour over announcements. And 90 days of genuine listening buys you 2 years of permission. 90 days of proving yourself buys you resentment. So if you're in a new role right now, which of these three are you skipping? Be honest with yourself. I'd love to hear.